Yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? This is Devin Thomas, and welcome back to Unscripted. Oh, God, I'll tell you what, it's been a long week here in California. Man, just a lot of shit happening. I'm working really hard on Feel It All Around. I know I've been fucking beating this horse every time I hop on here, but yeah, just been full-on pre-production, really dialing in the casting right now. Been talking to a lot of people in the industry and trying to, I don't know, make this one special. Obviously, I've said this before, but the principal roles have been casted to Stephen Ray Thomas and Christine Vaughn Robbery. They're the leads in my first feature, Peninsula Nights, and, you know, we're a team. Like, we're going to, just roll right into the next one. But there's a lot of minor roles and characters that haven't been casted yet, and we're really at the point where it's like it's coming down to casting and locations, and then within the next 2 weeks, boom, we're shooting. And I know it sounds like we're rushing the casting, but to be honest, like, just it's the nature of how we work. We're very, I don't know, I'd say inspired, spontaneous. It is planned out, but if we can get the right people in the right places and, they really, like, when it comes down to it, like, look, the people we're trying to get are definitely more like name, but for the amount of time we're going to need them for, it feels like, if we're shooting for like one day with somebody, I think they can make the time, or we can schedule it out and yeah, it'll all work out. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, Feel It All Around. We've been really just going through the script and dialing it in. Like I said, making sure like what we're doing is kind of shooting the movie in two halves. So we're going to be in Los Angeles for the first half, and it's like about 40 pages, I'd say, for the first half. And like there's some stuff that doesn't need to be shot in Los Angeles, but for what can and what will be, that's what's important for when we're down there. So like I've been really like, this is like straight up like the fucking producer shit that nobody wants to do. But like you really go in there like, okay, this is what we can do here. And these scenes are, exteriors. This will be able to be, shot anywhere versus on location, etc. So it can be a little dry, but it's the, it's the shit no one sees that really helps get the movie fucking made at the end of the day. So that's been, I guess not even challenging. It's just you got to do the fucking work, So I've been doing the work. I have been doing it. What else has been going on? This is super fucking random, but I don't know. Did anybody watch Beast Games? Because, I'm assuming millions of fucking people watch this show. But anyways, I'd seen Beast on like Theo and a couple other podcasts. I think even Joe, and he kept talking about the show. He's like, it's the most expensive game show ever, and whatever the fuck, just imagine Beast saying it. And to be honest, I wasn't even that familiar with Mr. Beast outside of his like YouTube presence. Like I knew he existed, but I wasn't fucking watching Mr. Beast videos. I remember seeing a Beast video like 5 years ago of him like buying everyone gold-plated tomahawks and like at some restaurant in Hollywood. And it was like a $10,000 dinner. And I was like, wow, what good for you, what cool piece of content. That was it. And then like I heard about him, but it just seemed like more juvenile. Like maybe like I wasn't in the bracket he was marketing. But when you see somebody on a podcast like Theo or Joe, you're like, yeah, fuck it. Like obviously you see a different side of them. And like I saw like the adult side of him that was more businessman, and I was impressed. And he kept mentioning this new show, and Beast Games is out there. For those who haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. There will be a spoiler because I'm going to talk about the winner, but yeah, it was just interesting. He had this massive show that was like probably the most professional thing he's ever fucking done, with like 1,000 contestants and a huge cash prize, like $5 million. And anyways, I'm not going to sell the fucking show, but we were watching it, and it narrowed down from like 1,000 to 600 to 500. It got down to the top like 100 people pretty quickly. The games were meant to eliminate a lot of people at once, but ironically, it came down to two players. One was 831 and one was 830. And it's just funny because our area code is 831. So even when this guy was in like the top 100 or 50, I was like, oh, 831. That's so funny. Like you don't even really know these people's names till like the top 20. And I was like, fuck it, 831. Like, I'm rooting for him. And ironically, this is a guy who ends up fucking winning the game, is 831. So it's so stupid, but we followed through, and this guy ended up winning like $10 million cash. And it's just fucking insane. Like, I don't know. Mr. Beast is definitely, he impressed me with his show. It was not something I thought I was going to like really be like that into. And there was moments of where I was kind of like passively watching it, but that's like any big fucking reality show. You watch it passively till it starts really getting interesting. You're like, okay, it's time to like focus on the last 10 people or whatever. And he did a great job. Congrats to Mr. fucking Beast. I was impressed. And honestly, my opinion of who he was as like a influencer was very different after seeing it. He was a great host too, for that matter, on the show. He was down to earth, but also he just knew what to do. So good for you and your team. And sorry if anybody hasn't seen it, but like, just go watch it. It doesn't even matter. Like, when the winner wins, it's, you're going to get the same fucking sense of enjoyment. What else has been going on? I guess I'm just talking about entertainment today. Honestly, I don't know if you guys are fans, but like White Lotus season 3 is coming out tomorrow. And the first season it was wild, but season 2 was just 10 out of 10. I thought it was one of the best things I'd ever seen. And my expectations for season 3 are naturally extremely fucking high. So I'm excited to, see the next chapter of White Lotus. I think it'll be different since, they, once again, a spoiler alert, but like Jennifer Coolidge's character was killed off in the second season. She wasn't the protagonist, but she was in season 1 and 2 in it. Maybe they needed to put that character to bed, but like, it'll be cool to see what happens next. And there's just so many possibilities, which is the best thing about waiting for something to come out. You're like, what will it be? And you can imagine, but eventually you're going to see what it is. Also, Walton Goggins, I think he's like one of the main leads of season 3. And look, I've been a fan of this guy since Shanghai Noon. Like, we're talking 99, 2000. Even as a little kid, my brother Stevie and I would watch Shanghai Noon. And we were like, this fucking guy, he's just, I don't know. I call him the bad cowboy, but there's something about him. And it's good to see him, like, we're talking like 25 years later. This guy is in like, it's going to be great. I can't see how he couldn't just deliver, It seems like he's in a lot of HBO shit, but like, I don't know. White Lotus season 3, got my eye on it. I'm excited to fucking chill out tomorrow and watch it. It'll be nice. Honestly, I think everybody wants something new that's going to be really fucking good. I mean, there's always good shows, but this one's always special. So, I mean, on that note, what else have I been up to? I've been up to this pizza kitchen. I'm sure if you follow me on social, you've seen myself and Stevie just posting like rampantly about this pop-up pizza kitchen. It was such a good, let me just back up. This pizza kitchen was such a big success the first day. We were like pulling our hair out to some extent because we had so many orders, and we thought it was going to be a little bit more casual. Like, oh, people are going to come by and grab a pizza. It was like fucking like we were in business immediately. And I was like, oh shit. Like we sold so many pizzas, and it was just like, I was making dough fucking just, yeah, it was not a fiasco, but it was just like, damn, I felt like I was in a fucking kitchen, like really working, more than just the casual pop-up we anticipated. So we've been making some amendments to that. If you're in California, I know people all over America are listening, but if you're in California, the weather's been for shit this past week, and raining and pouring. I saw it was flooding around parts of fucking town. And anyways, that definitely didn't drive orders this week, but yeah, it's we've had to scale up very quickly. So if you're looking at getting a pizza, like, just let us know ahead of time, because we want to make sure we can make it for you. Otherwise, yeah, it was just a little bit of I wouldn't even call it a fiasco. It was just like unanticipated rush. I felt, and maybe that was because of the Super Bowl too, but it was interesting. That being said, it was pretty gratifying making food for someone, even if you're making somebody fucking eggs and bacon. You're like, hey, is it good? Just doing the pizza, it's something that I love to make, and I know Stevie loves to make it too. And yeah, it was funny seeing people be like genuinely gratified eating your pizza. It's such a weird thing to say, but yeah, no, people loved it, and it was nice. It was nice to see people enjoy the food you make, and it was really fun. I'm excited to do it. We've actually talked a lot about, because of it scaling so fast, like probably opening up a fucking storefront in the near future. It's just really coming down to location and like startup cash, that's whatever. But yeah, I mean, a pizza, it's just a great fucking thing. Who doesn't like fucking pizza? All right. Other than feel it all around, I've been thinking a little bit about what we're going to do after. And I think networking, because like once the movie's in the can, we can cut it anywhere. We cut the last movie in our house. As long as we've got a laptop and some time, we can just, cut this movie up in post. Stevie and I will probably go in and edit it. And I think, like I've said this before, but Peninsula Nights took us 8 months to shoot. So when you're looking at feel it all around through our eyes, we're thinking like, okay, well, this won't take 8 months. This might take a month to shoot versus 8. Okay, so we saved 7 months of time editing. I'm not even saying I'm a little less pretentious, but I think I'm a little bit more dialed in at this point about what the edit will be and what it needs to be, because expectations change, especially when you're making your first movie. Like all of my expectations of what making the first movie would be like were pretty much subverted by just the experience. Like, I just, like, you cut your teeth while you're making this movie and you get into the editing room and you cut your teeth even more. You got to just continue to learn what the movie needs to be more than what you want it to be or what you thought it would be. And I have no preconceived notions. I have a vision, and I think that vision will come to life out in the field when we shoot the film. But yeah, it's just, you don't really know what the movie's going to be until you're in that editing room. And then even watching it after, you're going to be like, okay, what can we really, like, it becomes your ball of clay. What can we make it into, between the picture, the sound, the music, etc. It all becomes a feeling in the end. And we're really working towards trying to capture that right feeling for the movie. So that being said, we're thinking of hitting South by Southwest this year in Texas. I think it's the first or second week. So if you're out in Austin, we're going to be out there. We're going to be just kind of making rounds. I don't know if we're going to be at like all the festival events per se, but when in Rome, I think it'll be using the network and meet people and just, we'll have our second feature, but also just be able to go out there and meet other filmmakers, producers, whoever's in town, hit us up. We're going to be out there. We're trying to make connections and just, keep the ball rolling on this journey. I have a few friends that are already going, and I think I have some friends from Canada that might go too. And just come on down. And, when you're with a group, especially, it's just the nature of the beast. But when you're with a group of people, networking is 10 times easier because there's chances are somebody in your group's going to meet somebody else, and who the fuck knows? Yeah, so Austin's on the table. I think we'll definitely be there in March. That'll be a great trip. It'll be fun to, just get out there and network and see where the journey takes us. In the meantime, we're going to be down in LA. I know Christine's actually got a gig booked during the same time as our shoot for Field All Around. So, yeah, we'll have a lot of shit going on down there. I think Stevie and I are going to do a little pizza tour and try out some of the spots down there that we like. So, yeah, if you have any recommendations, DM me, comment. Let me know where I should go and get a slice. And also, since we're going to be down there working on the movie, look, if you're trying to get involved, you know what to do. Once again, DM, reach out, send an email. We'll get back to you. I know I've had people asking to do like production assistant work and just anything. So, yeah, if you want to get involved with Field All Around, reach out and we'll try and make something happen. I definitely think we're going to need more production assistants and like PAs when we come back to like San Jose, San Francisco to shoot. But yeah, even if you're in LA, my LA people, I've reached out to you if I know you. So, and if you're a new friend, hit me up once again. Anyways, I think that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for listening. I'll be back next week and we'll talk again. All right. This is another episode of Unscripted with Devin Thomas. See you guys.